Hello and welcome to Americans Learn. My name is Lauren, and today I am going to be looking at Kevin Bridges on Would I Lie to You. I've seen quite a few Would I Lie to You compilations at this point, and I'm excited to check out somebody new. I have not seen much of Kevin Bridges. I think I've seen him a little bit on maybe Big Fat Quiz and possibly like as a contestant on a couple of other panel shows, but I've never seen like a full compilation of just him. So, but I was told that his horse story is amazing. So I am very excited to get a glimpse at this horse story that people have told me so much about. And yeah, I apologize in advance. I am a little sick right now, so I mean I do have my tea. It's probably steeped enough at this point. But I know you can probably tell in my voice and in my skin tone that I am not feeling good. So I apologize in advance for that. And yeah, if you want to see more stuff like this, let me know in the comments. This, again, like I said, the Kevin Bridges horse story was sent to me from the comments. So again, if you've got anything else that you'd like me to react to, let me know. Someone has mentioned Dame Edna on like Parkinson's. I'm like, if you can find me a good quality version of that, I would love to, because I looked for one, but I could only find it like in 240. So I'm just like, I need something that people will be able to see on the screen. So if you can find me one of those in good quality, I will absolutely react to it. Because yeah, I would love to see something a little different. So without anything else about that, let's go. Sorry. Whee! All right, now let's look at Kevin Bridges' horse story on Would I Lie to You.
I once accidentally bought a horse.
Sorry? You bought a what?
A horse.
A horse. Sorry, I missed the S.
You claim that you once accidentally bought a horse. Am I right?
You're right.
Right, fine. We're all clear. Under what circumstances? What did you think you were buying?
I never thought I was buying anything. I thought I was renting.
Did you think you were renting a horse?
Yes.
Right. So you paid to rent a horse, and then at the end, when you tried to return the horse, they said, "What the hell are you doing? I've been trying to get rid of Psycho for years."
That's pretty much it.
How long had you imagined that you were going to rent it for?
We thought we were going to rent it for like 25 minutes.
And did they charge you?
It was in Bulgaria on holiday.
Okay, so what did it cost in local Bulgarian currency?
What is the local Bulgarian currency?
That's a good question.
It was...
We're going to
It was
lose.
200 lev. Lev, L-E-V. I don't know how you pronounce it, but lev.
200 lev.
200
And how
Bulgarian.
much is that in sterling, roughly?
Roughly, I think
the
it's
time.
At the time, I think it was at £90. So we thought it was a good deal
£90 for 25
for
minutes.
25 minutes on a horse.
Yeah,
You
sure.
We thought we were going to rent it for 25 minutes.
There was me and my friend.
So you
It
were
was a
going to
lad's holiday. We were 18. We thought we'll go horse riding.
In Bulgaria.
Okay, yeah.
Did you question the odd sort of time slots they were going for?
No, the
I've
guy-
never been pony trekking, but I imagine they sort of rent you the horse for perhaps a couple of hours.
Well, the
or
guy-
at least a solid half hour.
You get 25 minutes, and then the horse needs a break for 5 minutes, and then
And
somebody
then
else
you
comes.
keep the horse forever.
Well, I never knew that.
What happened when you tried to take it back?
The guy explained to us that the guy was gone. The guy...
He explained to us he was gone.
Say the phrase on this game. The guy explained to us that he'd gone.
There was two different guys. There was two guys.
Go through me if you want to speak to my client.
Never speak to my client.
There was guy A. Guy A.
That's a Bulgarian name.
Very well known. The most famous Bulgarian name.
Guy Dimitri. I think that... No, guy A.
He's like, I'm not even going to make up a name. I don't know.
And guy B.
Right?
We thought we were going horse riding, and we were heading towards the place where you actually hire the horse.
Stables.
The official... The stables, right?
Honestly, even I think he's making it up, and I'm on his team.
Bit of patience, Brian. Come on, right. we met a guy on the way who had a horse, and we thought he was doing that thing, in Asda, when you've got a shopping trolley, and you're taking it back, and somebody else needs a trolley, and you say, "Do you want this one?"
Oh, see, I thought he was going to say that he thought they were doing the thing where they're sort of shopping out the wares early. Like, hey, you want this one? We got more back at the thing, but this one's here. It's great. That's kind of what I thought. That's what I might have assumed.
So we thought the guy was saying,
I don't need to go all the way to the actual stable. I'm from the stable,
Yeah.
so just hire this horse.
That's what the guy said.
Yeah.
So we thought, all right, there was a bit of a communication breakdown. There was a Bulgarian guy trying to speak English and two Scottish guys trying to speak English. So we thought the guy had gave us the horse to ride and come back in 25
Were you
minutes.
not surprised? I mean, I've never been on holiday to Bulgaria, but I imagine that things would be a bit cheaper in Bulgaria than in Britain. Were you not surprised that it cost you the equivalent of £90 to hire a horse for 25 minutes?
It was 25 minutes each, so there was two of us.
Right.
So we chipped in for a horse.
That wouldn't, like, really surprise me, I don't think. Like, I feel like jet skis and stuff for half an hour or whatever can be kind of pricey. I might assume that, I don't know, I don't think that would necessarily trip a huge red flag for me. Especially in the times before Google.
For 25 minutes each.
But still, even if you thought you were going to get 25 minutes each, that's a lot.
No, it's not.
Well, it's an hour. You need to give the horse a break, as I said.
But let's forget about the 25 minutes.
forget about the horse.
No, I don't think so. I feel like you can rent like a jet ski or something. It's like $100 for an hour, right? Like, am I crazy? Like paddle boards can be like $40 for an hour. So I'm just, I can see where like a living creature might be a little bit more than that.
That's absolutely obviously bullshit. You take the horse back. Guy B, who's the guy you met on the way to the stables.
He's gone.
He's gone. No sign of him.
No, he's gone.
So you say to Guy A, well, we hired this as part of your not bothering to actually go to the stables but getting it a few hundred yards away scheme. We hired this horse for 25 minutes at an extortionate rate. Nevertheless, here it is. And what did he say?
We went back to the place where we picked up the horse.
Oh, so not to the stable,
No.
but to the random
We never got
point
right.
in the road. 100 yards from the stable. So you bewilderedly, where has the mysterious man gone? I would have thought that logically, when you were returning it, having thought that it had come from the stable, but you'd been lucky not to have to walk to the stable before hiring it, you might nevertheless have thought, well, the stable's where it's got to go back to,
Yeah.
rather than, well, Sodom, this is where we picked it up from, I'm not actually taking the stable. I'm going to stand here, 300 yards away from the stable, go, come over here!
They said they were like 18 though, didn't he? Like, he was a kid, right?
Come and get your own horse! At which point locals start waving, going, no! You keep!
Kevin, look at me. You're taking the horse back.
Look at me!
What happened next?
Come on, Kevin. Come on. Right. So where are we taking off from?
You're taking the horse back.
Let's go back to the start.
Kevin Bridges, for the love of God, please tell us what happened.
Right. We bought a horse. We thought we'd rented the horse. We'd done the horse riding, took it back to the initial place we picked up the horse.
Yes.
Locals explained we'd went to a counterfeit horse guy. It wasn't the official horse riding stable.
This was a counterfeit horse. This wasn't a genuine horse. It's just maybe two guys in a costume.
That would explain the 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I can't only do 25 minutes.
The giveaway was after 25 minutes, I won't win. Right, let's crack on, lads.
So, David's team, what do you think? Truth or lie?
I mean, the trouble with this game is it plays tricks with your mind. But I don't think it's true. You don't really.
It's got to be, hasn't
It's
it?
got to be a lie.
Got to be a lie.
Yeah.
Saying it's a lie. Right, so here we go.
I think it's true.
It really is.
Here's the moment.
This is more than any other episode I've done of this show. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Kevin Bridges, is it true or is it a lie?
It's true.
Knew it. As someone who, as an 18-year-old, did in fact get suckered into a scam or two of that nature, not with a horse or anything, but I definitely paid for things that I should not have paid for. They like just random, it happens. And then you're like, oh, whoops. Yeah, I should have seen that coming, but I did not. I didn't see it coming, and now I have this thing. This expensive thing.
Unbelievable.
I once found a suitcase and took it to the police station. When they opened it, it contained 34 bunches of bananas.
How big was the suitcase?
Where did you find the suitcase?
In a train station.
Well, there are lots of...
Do you want a specific train station?
Well, no, I'm just sort of thinking that you're in a train station, you see a suitcase, you think, I must take that to the police. That's potentially a bad approach.
No, I was just lying, and I'd said to a couple of people, is that your suitcase? And it was in the climate of fear, and I started to think, well, maybe I should be a good citizen. So I took the suitcase over, and I headed straight to a British Transport police guy, and told him what had happened.
So you moved the suitcase you thought might be a bomb.
Did you also give it a good rattle?
It wasn't so much I thought it was a bomb, I just thought maybe somebody had left their suitcase.
Well, that wouldn't be a response to the climate of fear, though. That would have been a response to a climate of forgetfulness.
I panicked.
Who opened the suitcase to divulge all those bananas?
I came in, and the British Transport police guy took it into his office, and then they scanned it with some, whatever they scan it with, some...
Those things...
Some banana detecting.
How much are bananas? How much are bananas?
At the heart of this is, why would anybody put 34 bunches of bananas into a suitcase?
It's because they are part of a word problem in a elementary school maths class.
That's exactly what the chief terror inspector said. He was baffled, that's why.
Did they ever find this guy?
I never kept up to date, I don't have a clue, I just left it.
You haven't kept in touch?
No.
Well, he's here tonight.
I'm the king of the swingers.
VIP.
What I doubt here is that if you've taken a piece of unattended luggage to the police, I don't think they're going to then immediately open it.
Oh, it was no longer unattended when I got to the police.
And he scanned it.
But you're saying, but that's not going to reassure them because you're saying I've no idea whether or not this has got a bomb in it. So
I never used those words. You don't use the word bomb in this situation. That just...
You do a mime.
I'm worried this might be
I'm really...
and then he opened it when?
Right, we need a decision. Truth or lie?
Well, you think it's a lie?
I do, really.
I think it's a lie.
Well, we'll say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. OK, Kevin, were you telling the truth?
It's a lie.
So please give a warm welcome to this week's special guest, Drac.
This was an old one.
Welcome, Drac. So, Kevin, what is Drac to you?
Dracula.
This is Drac. He's my dad's friend. He took me out for a driving lesson and I reversed through a chip shop window.
Brian, please explain how you know Drac.
Well, this is Drac, the roadie that left me gaffer taped to a lighting rig for over an hour.
Right. And finally, Lee, what's your connection?
This is Drac, and I presented him with first prize at the National Pie Awards 2009.
So, David's team, begin your investigation.
He's a friend of your dad's and he took you on a driving lesson?
Yeah.
And you ended up reversing through a chip shop window?
Yeah. His name's Duncan.
Duncan.
He gets called Drac because it's like D-R-A-C, and he used to be known as Duncan from the RAC because he's a driving instructor. And then that got shortened to...
What were you trying to do? A 3-point turn? What was?
No, it was the first lesson,
Right.
and we thought we'd do reversing. 'Cause that's Drax's attitude.
As soon as once you've learned going backwards, going forwards is a piece of cake.
It's the way he sees life and the way he sees driving tuition.
But
You've got a chip shop by the side of a road, so the car is not facing, the front of the back of the car is normally not facing a chip shop, is it?
No, it was in the car park of the chip shop.
a chip shop with a car park.
Have you not been to Scotland before, David?
So this is like a kind of IKEA scale.
It's a
chip
massive
shop.
chip shop. I worked in this chip shop.
So you're in the car park by the chip shop window,
Yeah.
and you get in the car for the first driving lesson, and he says, first things first, reversing.
So why didn't he press the brake when he saw you hurtling backwards towards the chip shop?
He was busy trying to design his new pork pie.
So, right, David C. We need.
All right, I'm a little confused because if they were reversing and it was facing backwards, then obviously the driving instructor should have been like, we're not reversing, we're going forwards first. I don't know. I mean, weird stuff can happen when you get a kid behind the wheel of a car. Like I one time almost got into an accident because I was trying to drive into a parking garage. And I got it was tight. It was like a minivan. And I was like, I'm too big to get in through. And I tried to back up, but there was a car behind me. And I was like, my parents are screaming at me. And it was a whole thing. I almost banged into a pole and a car. And it was a mess. I'm just saying. Nonsense can happen when you get a child or a young person behind the wheel for the first time.
Answer. Is Drac Kevin's driving instructor, Brian's gaffer taping roadie, or Lee's prize-winning pie maker? What are you going to say?
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, Kevin's story sounds implausible, but we've been down this road before.
We've been burned before by Kevin.
It surprised me. If he said he'd unscrewed his leg and it had walked to China on its own, I'd believe it. Leading a corporate, isn't pies a bit... He's northern, he's doing a pie handing out prize, isn't it?
But then again, if you're doing the pie awards, that's who would you go to other than Lima?
Can you just say that to camera? I'll give him some available dates.
What's it going to be?
Say Brian.
Say Brian.
Yeah, come on.
Brian. We think it's Brian.
You're saying Brian?
Yes.
Okay. Would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Drac. I'm the roadie that gaffer taped Brian fighting to us.
Please welcome.
I want to know
the
that
special
story
guest,
now.
Tony. Right, Kevin, we'll start with you. What is your relationship with Tony?
This is my mate, Tony. We were once questioned by the police for stealing a life-size cardboard cutout of Hugh Grant.
Katie, how do you know Tony?
See, his laugh there could either be laughing at a good memory or laughing at the surprise of what it is he's just been told that he had done.
This is Tony, and he freed me from a vending machine when I got my foot stuck in the push compartment.
Finally, Lee, how do
He
you
laughed
know
the same
Tony?
way.
This is Tony, and until today, I had never met this man before, but the person that was supposed to be doing this tonight didn't turn up. So I grabbed the first person I saw outside the studio.
So there we have it. Kevin's partner in crime, Katie's snack machine saviour, or Lee's stand-in man. Right, David, off you go.
Well, Lee's one is quite difficult to cross-examine, isn't it? It's essentially what Lee's saying is, here's Tony, he's a random bloke. But who was supposed to come, Lee?
Well, had it gone to plan today, I would have said, this is Graham, and he's my self-defence instructor, because I'm learning self-defence.
Right. What happened to Graham? Did he get beaten up?
The story I am told is that he hurt his arm this morning during a self-defence class, and then very late in the day, he got in the car to come here and had some turn because of the painkillers he was on and cancelled and said, I can't come.
That's a sad old story.
I like that guy. It's
So
a
what was
sad
Tony
old story.
doing here before you found him?
He's a joiner, which is somebody that puts wood together.
Thank you.
I didn't want you thinking he was somebody that just randomly joined clubs.
He's just a very sociable guy.
I'm going to join a club.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
The guy-bys? Yeah, okay.
Where were you in the complex?
Well, I'm not sure how good this is for national television, but I'll tell you, David. I was just outside that door where some people go out for a cigarette. I think you're aware of that door, David.
I'm aware of the door.
I'm sorry if David's parents are watching to break the news like this. But David occasionally does that.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking cigarettes either.
No. To me, it will always be the heroin door.
Interesting.
What sort of incentive did you offer this good man to come here and make a complete numpty of himself?
Well,
That guy's voice is amazing. I missed what he said.
Complete numpty of himself.
Well, answer the man, Rob.
The rejected chuckle brother has got the better of me again.
Okay, well, I mean, I must say, Lee's story is incredibly plausible.
It's incredibly tedious.
I like him. Who is he?
That's why it rings so true.
Kevin, your partner in crime, what did this man do with you?
I think crime's a strong word, Terry, from a man who has got arson in his past. We were questioned by the police, not charged out, just questioned for stealing a life-size cardboard cut of Hugh Grant.
What were you going to do with Hugh Grant?
We'd went to a Blockbuster Video, and nothing really caught our eye, except the life-size cardboard cut of Hugh Grant.
What? Sorry, I didn't understand a word of that.
We went to Blockbuster Video, okay?
That's good.
And nothing caught our eye, Terry.
Finally, he's talking normal.
Exactly.
It shows to every Scottish person if you just made a little bit of effort.
Yeah.
He's got a good
I saw we'd seen a life-size cut Hugh Grant on the way out. It was threatening to be a pretty dull evening until we seen this, and we thought we'll steal this and have a laugh on the way back home. And we were walking home, a police car pulled up and said, "Where are you going with Hugh Grant, lads?" The police guy could not see the funny side at all and decided to put him in the passenger seat, put us two in the back and drive. And drive us to the police station to be questioned.
We haven't touched on Katie yet.
No, we haven't.
Yes, you've been told about that, Terry. We told you quite clearly before we started.
Where was the vending machine?
It was at Cardiff Central train station.
What did the vending machine vend?
What is this thing you call love, human?
Does it vend? It vended the normal stuff, drinks, chocolate bars.
What were you doing with your foot in the vending machine?
Those are usually in different vending machines, aren't they, though? Like, usually, like, you've got your snacks vending machine and your drinks vending machine, and they are different. I can tell what she was doing with she was mad at it, right? Like, it didn't vend her thing properly. That's probably why she kicked it, but...
Well, I put the money in.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get a drink, and I could see that it had come out a bit, but not properly.
Yeah.
And after trying to get it out with my hands, I tried my foot.
And it got stuck.
Yes.
But was it a little hole or a big slot?
It was like a tray thing.
And how did this fine man help you?
He was working at the train station,
Yeah.
and he's clocked it and came along and said, "Do you want a hand?"
And you said, "We must keep in touch. Can I have your email address?"
We didn't stay in touch, but I knew how to find him.
How did you
Because
find
he's
him?
still working at Cardiff Central.
But what I don't understand, right? The
Go
thing's
on.
fallen down.
Yes.
And you're having difficulty getting it out with your hand. Now,
Correct.
hands are basically better than feet. I wonder why you sort of think, if the hand can't do it, why is the foot going to develop the knack?
No, my logic was, I tried with the hands, and I thought sort of a kick, brute force, you know, might work instead.
But she
That was-
missed?
Was it the sort of door?
See, that's what I was sort of thinking at first, that she, like, tried to go for a kick and she got her foot caught by accident, but that is not how she phrased it the first time. I don't know about this.
You know, because often the slot at the bottom has got a sort of door, hasn't
Yes, it had a
I
door.
offered slot and she called it a tray.
it? Yeah, I don't think it's not a tray, is it?
It's not a tray.
A tray would be
It's
removed.
not a try.
This is like good cop, guy by cop.
It's not a try. He's fun.
How did he release the foot? What exactly did he do?
He had a key to open the front bit.
So you just went back and... Whoa!
Well, what do you think is the most plausible story then, Terry? Do you think it's...
I think, and once again, I may be putting my faith, as indeed I have throughout my life, in a woman.
So you believe Katie?
I don't.
He looks Welsh.
I think Lee or Kevin. I'm having some
Guys, I
difficulty.
need some consensus.
I'm having trouble picturing the foot lodged in the tray.
I am too.
Are you, so you're, if you're saying you're going towards Lee, you have to then accept that he is having self-defense lessons.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes, you know,
Nice one, Rob.
Self-defense lessons.
Well, because my wife decided to take self-defense lessons, and she asked me to come with her. We have private lessons, and he comes round to the house.
I wasn't expecting it was on the
I've
NHS.
thrown money at the problem.
what are you going to say then, chaps? Is Tony Kevin's Hugh Grant thief? Gosh, crikey, gosh. Katie's vending machine hero, or Lee's last resort?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, dear.
I think maybe Kevin. Kevin. I think I'll go for Kevin.
And you think it's Katie? I don't know. So I'm going to say we think it's Katie.
OK. Tony, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Tony, and me and Kevin did steal a life-size Hugh Grant cutout.
I was like, as soon as he starts talking, we'll know. But I was like, also, I was thinking his hair is, like, the same as Kevin. And I was just, like, kind of going off of that a little bit, too. But I was like, I don't believe Katie. That's nonsense. I might believe Lee Mack. But then I'm like, Rob made a good point about having... then you have to believe that man is taking self-defense lessons.
Were there any charges?
No, it was a caution.
And you're proud of it, aren't you? I can see that there's real pride in your face.
Yeah.
You feel you should have a Duke of Edinburgh award.
Stole Hugh Grant.
Thank you very much, Tony. Of course, it's not just a team game.
Back to the old
My
one again.
Individual liar of the week this week is Kevin Bridges. Yes, a fine achievement for a young man of 24. As a Glaswegian, he can look back on that with satisfaction for the rest of his life. Another 10 years. Good night.
Zing. All right. Well, that was fun. I enjoy these. I really do. I love that my green screen is being a nonce, if we're going to be talking British slang for some reason. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm sick. I am like hopped up on cold medicine. So I apologize. I apologize for that nonsense right there. I don't know. Anyway, that was fun. I like Kevin Bridges. I've decided he's enjoyable. He's entertaining. I've seen him, like I said, once or twice on another panel show or two, but never anything that was like focusing in on him. And I think I might want to see if I can't find some of his anything really, like any of his stand-up. I want to see him do more stuff. I think that would be enjoyable. I liked him a lot. If you've got anybody else like him that you would like me to react to, let me know. If you want to see me react to anything else that I've not reacted to yet, let me know. Like I said earlier, I know that there's been like a couple of things that have been suggested to me in the comments that like I just can't find a quality video of, and so it's like at least let me know if that would bother you, you know, like, so it's like if you are fine with a kind of crappy old quality video, let me know and I'll react to it anyway, because you know I want to make you happy. That is my job. That is my goal. So let me know. You can also join our Discord. The link is in the description box below. And we also have a couple of other channels as well. You could look and subscribe to Chicago Reacts and Chicago Reacts Anime and TV. We have a Patreon for those shows as well. So we appreciate you. Thank you very much. If there's anything else that you want us to look at, let us know. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.